Okay, I don't know how this thing works, but I'm assuming I'm recording properly. So, this is how you use this CLO expander tool thing to repoint items, abilities, and names and shit. Mainly abilities, but it all works the same way, so it doesn't matter. You want to install this CLO expander, obviously, first, from the Discord server. Link there. It's also on ABZB's GitHub page. Once you open it, just looks like this. Flying flag. Yeah, it's a normal thing. It will prompt you to go open your battle.co or any CLO, but we're doing this for battle.co, so I don't care. This is my battle.co. It's already been repointed, expanded, and shit. If you cares, and then you open it, you'll get prompted with this. It says STOF, so you can use this program to expand a segment. It's just like the code or the data or the other one, I forget. Doesn't matter. Well, it might matter, but still, I don't know. Chances are it doesn't matter. If it does matter, you can expand it later. Basically, because you have to add entries to tables, and those are like fixed lengths, you might have to expand the section so you can actually add the entries to the thing, because otherwise there'll be no room. We don't want to move a table, or we don't want to expand a segment, we want to repoint a function. So we hit F. S is for segment, T is for table, and F is for function. So we hit function. And it says search by edit location. You can read on the screen, obviously. So where it's written to, or the actual address. I don't really understand this, not gonna lie. You want to hit A for actual, because we have a Google Sheet of all the actual addresses for everything you need. So A. Next, I'm going to ask you enter the address for your table or function. This is for the thing you want changed. So for example, I want something sexy. I don't know. I want to put Grassy Surge. I don't like Grassy Surge. I've decided. I don't like it. I want to make Grassy Surge into Soul Heart to buff it, because that makes lots of sense. So when it asks for the address of your table or function, we're giving it a function, obviously. You open up this battle.co function called sheet from ABZB, who very kindly generated this, and you go to this exact thing here in this column, code file. Don't want code loaded, because that's entirely different, as you can see. Those are different. Generally, when you're working with abilities, they'll start with D. So we want to go look at our D offset, because that offsets a place in the file where the code is, or whatever. Anyway, so we want that, and select the one for your ability. You can just Control F, search, and all that, but I'm not doing that because I'm smart. Not really, it's not true. Anyway, so now we have our offset for our Grassy Surge here in the code.file. We want this. We take that and we paste it here. Look how cute. And then it says enter the absolute address to. Ooh, I can't speak very well. Enter the absolute address to which you want to repoint the function. No one cares. So now I'm going to go take the ability I want Grassy Surge to become. Note with this, you can actually change items to become abilities, and abilities to become items. Generally, using single-use items as abilities doesn't work so well. And it will work. Like for example, if I make a Grassy Surge into like White Herb will activate every single time I get a stat load. Every single time, instead of getting used up. It doesn't use up items very well. Well, like your ability wouldn't be a one-time thing, and it would still show the item consumption animation and the text and all of that, and it would consume your held item if your held item is consumable. So say I would proc my White Herb ability, right, and I had like a citrus berry, my citrus berry would be gone. It wouldn't get used, like it wouldn't heal, but it would disappear because the game treats it as like, oh no, my item's been consumed now, even though it actually hasn't. So be cautious with that. But like when you want to like say repoint skill link to an item for like a shitty loaded dice, for example, you can do that and that works just fine. Anyway, yeah. So I have Grassy Surge. I've already put that in, and I want to change it to Soul Heart. So I'm going to go give it a Soul Heart code offset because that would make a lot of sense. And then that's it. And that's it updated. Now it will say continue editing. Yes. I want to add something else. And S is when you want to continue editing for another file. You're not gonna really need that as much, obviously, unless you know how to expand bags and shit, bag.0 and other zeros and aliens. And then you can also save and exit program because you're done. I'm personally done, but I also don't want to actually repoint grassy search to Soulheart because that would be silly. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps. You can do the same with moves. Moves can get repointed to another. They have the same effects. Note: only if they have hard-coded effects can you do this. So I couldn't repoint like Scratch to Stealth Rock because that would be stupid. It wouldn't work like that. So it wouldn't be stupid, but like it wouldn't work because Scratch doesn't do anything hard-coded. Like if it inflicts a status condition, what flinches, or lowers a stat, that's it. Like it doesn't do anything like really complicated at all or unique. Then it's not going to have a unique function. Oh, my laptop changed its battery health really quickly, so it makes me tell. It also doesn't charge, which is really useful for me whenever I want my laptop to charge. Anyway, so I could take Splash here, for example, at CODOC, and I could repoint it to like Water Spout, and then Splash would work like Water Spout, so long as you change it to be a damaging move and all that, in PK3DS or in the hexadecimal yourself, like a moron. Don't do that. That would stink. But yeah, you can repoint moves to other moves. Don't repoint abilities and moves. Moves generally do not work when they're pointed at other things, other than other moves. Like, for example, if you want to make a trick room ability, you can't just like repoint some bum-ass ability like Stake Out to trick room and have it set trick room when you come in. It's a lot more complicated than that. too much more complicated, some may say. They wouldn't say that because that doesn't make any English, but you know what I mean. Generally, moves can become other moves. It's really useful. It's really cool that you can do that. So if you wanted to make like more trump cards pretty cool. You could do that. If you wanted to make more outrages because you want to see people suffer using that shitty ass move, you can do that. If you want to make every move useless, you can point every move to Splash like a masochist. Awesome shit. And yeah, abilities also work as items. Fun fact about that. So say you wanted to make covert cook. Yeah. You can repoint shield dust to some bum ass item and it will work. I can repoint shield dust to like this really bad item, Life Orb, and then uses Life Orb. That's a funny joke by the way. It's really funny. You can repoint shield dust to Life Orb, and then Life Orb will act like a covert cook. They don't maintain their old effects. Whenever you repoint something to something else, it doesn't stay the same way at all. Like it literally just entirely changes it to the thing you could point it to. And there are no remnants of it left. It's not like if I repointed Shield Dust to Life Orb, it wouldn't give me a Life Orb effect and Shield Dust. It would just be Shield Dust, the item. I need stack as well. Say I wanted to repoint an item, an item to like Strongjaw, for example. A Pokemon could have Strongjaw and have the Strongjaw item, and those multipliers would stack, so it would be a 1.5 boost on top of a 1.5 boost to be a 2.25 boost. That would be pretty sexy. So you can do things like that too. And those multipliers do stack. And that will work perfectly fine. The game's not going to freak out like, oh, you're too strong, Charles, I'm going to kill myself now. It's not going to do that. Because that wouldn't make any sense. So, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I need to cover. Note that this sheet doesn't exist for any other generation. Aside for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's the exact same for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It doesn't matter which version of the game you have. But any other game, you can't use this tool for as of right now. As of, 30th of June 2026. But yeah, that's how you use that. And now my laptop's gonna die, so I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth. But yeah, I don't know if you can even hear me at all. No, you probably can. I don't know if you can make me out though, but that's besides the point. But yeah. Toodles.